Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. 1 year after the summer of Barbie, Hollywood is still dominated by male characters. In recent years, the movie industry has gone through the streaming revolution, the pandemic, labor strikes, and last summer, the global blockbuster movie Barbie. But even after Barbie brought increased attention to traditional male-dominated leadership in society and in the entertainment industry, the data show that audiences are still more than twice as likely to see male-speaking characters in theatrical releases than they are female ones. Just 32% of speaking characters in the top 100 movies at the box office in 2023 were women or girls, according to the University of Southern California's Annenberg Inclusion Initiative annual report released earlier this week. That's very nearly the same percentage as when the study was first published back in 2007. Then, only 30% of speaking characters were women or girls. The gender imbalance was pronounced in other areas too. In 2023, just 30% of the leading roles in the top films were women or girls, and that's a huge decrease from the 44% in 2022, and roughly the same figure as in 2010. Only 11% of films were gender balanced, with girls or women comprising between 45 and 55% of speaking roles. No matter how you examine the data, 2023 was not the year of the woman. We continue to report the same trends for girls and women on screen year in and year out, the researchers said in a statement. It is clear that there is either a dismissal of women as an audience for more than 1 or 2 films per year, a refusal to find ways to create meaningful change, or both. And if the industry wants to survive its current moment, it must examine its failure to employ half the population on its screens, added the authors. Barbie may have been the #1 film at the box office last year, but as has historically been the case, a few prominent releases don't by themselves move the needle against ongoing and persistent trends in the industry. The USC study doesn't analyze all of the content that Hollywood produces, just what's most widely watched in theaters. So that leaves out a wide collection of movies produced for streaming services, as well as most independent releases. But in capturing the majority of popular films in theaters, the Annenberg Inclusion Initiative tracks how much the industry vows of inclusivity actually line up with what audiences eventually find on their movie screens. The stubborn lack of progress for female characters in film is only more striking when compared to some of the gains made by underrepresented racial and ethnic groups. While there remain major inequalities there too, some of the findings show considerable change. In 2023, 44% of speaking characters came from underrepresented groups, roughly matching or even slightly exceeding the racial makeup of the U.S. population overall. And the percentage of white characters decreased to 56% in 2023, and that's down 62% from the year prior. And among leading characters, underrepresented racial and ethnic groups made up 37% of main characters, an increase of 6% from 2022, and higher than ever before. Many other groups, though, were close to invisible in 2023's top box office films. There were just 5 movies out of 100 with an LGBTQ+ lead or co-lead, and just 2.2% of films included a speaking character with a disability, and only 4 speaking characters overall were non-binary. So while Barbie was indeed a worldwide phenomenon and its message of women's empowerment resonating so strongly, it may also prove to be an outlier and not reflective of what is traditionally produced by the movie industry. We will keep monitoring these trends and report back when the industry data for 2024 are published. And as always, we will continue to cover the most important topics and trends in the world of work here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors.